Oh, hi. I'm a smart investor. I dare say that because I understand the cryptocurrency markets and I am up to date on every new development, fintech and blockchain ecosystem. All because I watch the Inside Blockchain show on Crypto TV Plus. Every Monday morning, Crypto TV Plus brings you news headlines of top stories, interview with an expert, and give you detailed market analysis to enable you make the right business moves. Now you too can become a smart investor if you don't miss it. The Inside Blockchain Show, only on Crypto TV Plus.
Are you there? It's your boy. No, sorry, it's your daddy, Mr. Macaroni. Keep watching Crypto TV Plus if you want to be doing well, especially. You get me now? Alright, you're doing well.
Hello and welcome to the program. This is Inside Blockchain, live on Crypto TV Plus. I am Bobby Andike. Now, before we proceed, if this is your first time on the show, kindly follow us across our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And please do subscribe to the channel and tap the bell icon to stay updated when next we release a video. We can't overemphasize the countless opportunities and impacts that women have made over time in the tech space and the medicine space and every other professional space in the social sphere. Now, women have continuously shown themselves to be industrious individuals as they have continued to make global impact on a global scale. Now, today on the Inside Blockchain, we want to look at some other opportunities for women in the tech space when we specifically talk about blockchain, Metaverse, and Web3. And on today on the show, I have a guest who will help us dive deeper into this discussion to explore some of those viable opportunities for women in the tech space. Now, we'll go on a quick break, and when we return, I will introduce my guest for today. She is a multi-sector professional with over 7 years of experience. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Have you seen those NFTs with mutton chops, earrings, big shades, crazy hair, sometimes a hoodie and other features? They are called CryptoPunks, and we'll be exploring this NFT project. CryptoPunks are NFT collections on the Ethereum blockchain. The project was launched in June 2017 by the Lava Lab Studio, a two-person team consisting of Canadian software developers Matt Hall and John Watkinson. The experimental project was inspired by the London punk scenes, the cyberpunk movement.
Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that. Peace.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. This is Inside Blockchain, live on Crypto TV Plus. And like I mentioned before we went on a short commercial, today we'll be exploring some viable opportunities for women in the tech space. And we'll be looking closely at the blockchain technology, the Metaverse technology, and also we'll touch a bit on Web3. As I'm joined today live in the studio by the founder of TechonomyAfrica, Linda I.A Obi. Linda, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you here.
Same here.
So Linda is a multi-sector professional who builds and operates scalable business ventures. And like I mentioned, she is the founder of Techonomy. And TechonomyAfrica is an edutech and information platform that is bridging the knowledge gap in cryptocurrencies, blockchain, and the DeFi sector with a specific focus in Africa. So once again, Linda, it's good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to talk about, blockchain and all the potentials that we can explore here in Africa.
That's fantastic. So first of all, I think we actually need to start off with a very key discussion. So what comes to your mind? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear about the word tech or technology?
Revolutionary and, futuristic when you hear tech. With tech, we've seen a lot of technical advancement or technological advancement globally and in Africa here. So, yeah.
Okay, so it's the revolutionary impacts that technology has on our
progressive,
society.
futuristic. We keep seeing trends emerge, right?
Okay, yeah.
So we had Web 1, and then there was that iteration, and then there was Web 2, and then all of a sudden we woke up And then we realized that there are further iterations into Web 1 and Web 2, and that is what, we are now calling Web 3 and all the use cases that is coming out of it.
Okay, that's fantastic. So just help us with a deep dive into, I understand that you are the founder and CEO of TechonomyAfrica, and you also, before this, discussion, you also disclosed that you have over 7 years experience in the blockchain and cryptocurrency space. So just talk to us about TechonomyAfrica. What viable solution are you providing?
Okay, so TechonomyAfrica started as an impact project. We really just wanted to create safe spaces for Africans, to come in to talk about blockchain, the use cases, projects that exist in that ecosystem. And, we had a focal point on advocacy, awareness, and, long-term adoption. And, that has pretty much evolved into what people are now calling a learning DAO. And it is not far from what we are. TechonomyAfrica is building Africa's largest learn-to-earn block-ed DAO. Right? Where we are incentivizing users and our community members as they learn. Right, so you come on, you take certain courses, you advance to certain levels, and you get to earn interesting crypto tokens. And we just pretty much introduced crypto tokens to, crypto tokens to the vast, our vast members and audience, and just pretty much equipping them, upskilling them, sharing that insights and deep knowledge into what we do.
Okay,
in
that's
blockchain.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay, so just to put it out there, when she mentioned DAO, DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organizations, just so we're on the same page. Now, you did mention that you actually incentivize your community members who learn with crypto tokens. So what kind of crypto tokens are we looking at here, and what, just throw more light on that.
So, we know that there are over 6,000 crypto projects out there, right? Some scalable, some not so scalable. We just concluded a cohort. These are 16,000 young Africans from almost 10 African countries. East Africa kept coming on the map, and they just concluded a course, Introduction to Cryptocurrency. It's pretty much a beginner course. And they got allocated Cardano ADA tokens. Tokens like that are tokens that will pretty much, what is Cardano? Why are we using Cardano? Why should you hold Cardano? So as much as we are incentivizing, we are also, opening your eyes to see why this coin, why you should invest in this coin, the scalability of this coin. Pretty much, dissecting the white paper. And then, like I said, advocacy is one thing and adoption is one thing that is the crux of the matter when it comes to TechonomyAfrica. Okay,
that's fantastic. It's always fascinating when we have women, who are actually doing tremendous impact in the blockchain and the cryptocurrency space. Not just restricted to blockchain, but in the Metaverse, in the Web3. So, Linda, I think it's very, very interesting for us to understand some of the challenges, some of the victories, alike that you've actually encountered on your crypto journey, not just crypto journey, blockchain journey. So can you just talk to us about that to inspire some of the people out there who would aspire to attain to your level?
So, I have just a deep-seated passion for technology. And then when blockchain came and it's an emerging technology, it kept me intrigued. As far as challenges goes, I think the same challenge that, exists for a man, exists for a woman. And that's the truth, right? We know that there are gender biases. So I think the fact that we do not have a lot of female representation in tech first, and then now blockchain, makes it, it gives birth to this question, challenges for a woman, challenges for a woman. And the more we create safe spaces, right, for ladies to come in and be their own, grow into their own, create and build scalable solutions, adopting tech, the more we continue to encourage the next generation of, female techies to come into the space. So as far as challenges goes, I think that challenge that exists for a woman or a man, it's both ways. So it's not specific to a woman. Okay,
that's fantastic. We still have many more things to talk about, but we'll go on a quick commercial. We'll just take a short breather. We'll be right back. There seems to be a pattern of gamify and play-to-earn projects that are catching the hype right now. Now, these are projects that are skill-based, time-based, fun to play with good game design, sustainable token economy, significant user growth, effective team, and good community support. And on today's episode of the Coin Crunch, I'm going to tell you about 5 GameFi projects that I feel meet the criteria that I just mentioned above. Now, before I
Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that dial. Peace.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. This is Inside Blockchain, live on Crypto TV Plus, and today we're exploring in a deeper sense some of the viable opportunities for women in tech, and at the same time we celebrate women all over the world who are doing tremendous impact in the blockchain and cryptocurrency space. As I have here with me Linda I.A Obi, the founder of TechonomyAfrica, and before we went on a short break, Linda, it's also nice to have you here. And before we went on a short break, she was actually, exploring some of the challenges and some of the victories as well that she herself has encountered in her blockchain and cryptocurrency journey. And she made a very specific observation that the challenges that women encounter are the same, can also be likened to some of the challenges that men encounter as well. Okay, that's very interesting. So now let's talk about something that is, very, very significant. Now we see that in the blockchain space, in the tech space, let's bring it down to cryptocurrency. We don't get to see a lot of women who are interested in trading, who are interested in blockchain development. What can we say is behind this? Is it a knowledge deficit or is it a gender thing? Can you address that?
It's a mix of different things. First, I would have said it's a cultural problem, but we keep seeing women come up on the map globally.
Okay.
So I've had, the opportunity to speak with ladies in my circle, to understand, diversify your portfolio now. Why are you not investing in crypto?
Yeah.
I say, please, I don't have money to lose. So yes, I think education is integral to the adoption, right, of crypto. Just adoption and scaling of crypto. And the fact that, I keep hearing that women are not risk takers or risks adverse.
Okay.
And I think that also is a thing. But like I said, if we have a lot more women, come up to build innovative, scalable, immersive experiences in blockchain, innovative solutions in blockchain, I think it would give room to, ladies coming to do, take more
explore,
risk, to invest,
to be risk takers,
or diversify their portfolio.
Okay, that's fantastic. So let's talk a bit about the main issue for this discussion today. Now, I want to explore some viable opportunities for women in Web3, in Metaverse. Now, you're someone who is well experienced and well versed, in this space. So what would you say are some of those opportunities that some women can key into, not just to make massive profits, but also to create, like you mentioned, scalable solutions that will, make life easy and efficient?
So, everything that exists out there for a man, it's up for grabs for women too. It's just, showing them that you can actually thrive, right, doing this. We see that men are usually, they own the room, right? They go in, they want to conquer. We women need to step up too, conquering too, knowing that we have the ability, right, to do what it is that the man is doing. The mind is a powerful thing.
Exactly.
It's a really powerful tool. Whatever you set your mind to achieve, as long as you can think it, it comes to fruition if you put in the work. So as far as opportunities goes, blockchain, content writing, token development, cryptography, smart contracting.
So women can do all that?
Yes.
Okay.
Why not?
No, we're interested to
please, why not? Yes, women can do all that and more. Right, so whatever opportunity opens up and exists for a man, a woman can actually.
Okay, so now, the key thing here is to understand how women can actually step up and key into these opportunities, because many women actually feel that the tech space is a male-dominated space. So how would they be able to change that mindset and properly key into this, space with those opportunities that abound in it?
So I think first, to close the gender divide, what we need to do would be first create safe spaces for women to come in and thrive, right? With mentors who are ladies who are doing awesome things. They see that you show them how to do it, they do it, right? They're encouraged to do it. Another would be that we need to spotlight more women creating, usable solutions, meaningful solutions. We need to spotlight them to help them amplify their message. That also encourages that influx of like I said, the next gen female techies into that space.
Okay, that's fantastic. So is it just restricted to, there's something that actually fascinated me when I did a little bit of research on your platform, TechonomyAfrica. I saw that, your core focus, in quotes, is for the Gen Z and millennials. So I want us to talk about that. Why Gen Z and millennials? Is it just restricted to that, age bracket?
We find that a lot. So I would say authoritatively that 92% of our community members and people who have used and have completed our quizzes are, sit around that age bracket, fall between millennials and Gen Zs. And I would also say that we are very intentional, to educate that market because we think that they get it. And that is me speaking very honestly. We think that they get it. I get to speak about cryptocurrency to my dad and his friends, and it's a struggle, right?
Okay.
But you see, my son can pretty much break it down, and you get it in 5 minutes. They get it really. They talk about the metaverse, and you wonder. They talk about NFTs, and you marvel, right? They talk about the creator economy. That is, the metaverse is going to give way to that. The surge in the creator economy is going to be massive, right? Everybody are taking up avatars, and individualism is being promoted on the metaverse. So they get it. So we are very intentional about that space.
Well, that's fantastic. So now let's talk a bit about some of the realities of working tech. Now, what are some of the realities of working tech? Now, by realities, I want us to take a closer look at some of the benefits and, on the long run, as a woman, what benefits do you derive from working tech?
Like I said, tech fascinates me, right? But I think one of the benefits of working in tech is that it keeps you informed, right? You stay informed, you stay innovative, your brain is supercharged all the time. And it's a benefit as well as a non-benefit because it means that you have to be on top of trends. The tech space is very fast-paced. So things are shifting and changing at, lightning speed. So you need to be on top of trends. Today you are waking up to the metaverse. Tomorrow you are waking up to Metaverse Pro Max. Next week waking up to NFTs. So and then they are not just bubbles. You look into it and you find out that there's a whole technology that has gone into, there's a whole lot of thinking that has gone into it, and it makes sense. So you would need to work on trends.
Wow.
Right.
Speaking of bubbles, now what are your thoughts on NFTs? Because I've actually interviewed a lot of people on this show who have varying ideologies and bias towards NFTs. Some of them believe it's a bubble. Some of them believe it will reinvent itself over time. Let's get your thoughts on that.
I think reinventing itself over time is not. If I am to opine, like very honestly, it's not a bubble, right? So this is how I would explain it. We are fast moving into that digital economy. Everything is going to be digitized. Everything. Some people are going to have houses with real artifacts in their homes. Pretty much the same way, people will buy a Mona Lisa for God knows how much. I don't know. God knows how much.
$400 million.
Same way, it doesn't make sense to some of us. Now, why would you buy? I don't understand. When I can just snap it and put it in my house, is it not the same Mona Lisa? The value is that it is the original from, the guy that painted it. Same thing.
And that's exclusive ownership as well.
It's same thing. The NFTs, especially this, the arts, everything NFT, same thing. You have access to that originalness of, whatever body of work that is. It is the same thing.
So are you saying you are okay with some of the ridiculous amounts NFTs are getting sold for?
What's my own?
No, I just need to understand, because now you see some NFT collectibles being sold for ridiculous amounts, $1 million, $50 million. Don't you think? Let's talk about something crucial. Don't you think that now there are some skeptics that believe that due to this ridiculous amounts that NFTs are getting bought for, that some bad players might be using it as a tool for money laundering? What are your thoughts on that?
So it's a two-way street. You have the bad players. You also have the backers who had backed it. So what gives an NFT value? The people who had backed it, right? So, it's a two-way street. Whether it is used for, money laundering or not, don't forget there was a time in this industry where cryptocurrency also is still being touted as, laundered, right? So I think it's the same thing. Bad players will always be there. And that is why education remains, integral. to dissecting projects, scam projects. This is tilted towards, money laundering, and, you just need to stay woke, like I said.
Okay, that's fantastic. You couldn't have said it better. So before we wrap it up, let's explore what are your thoughts on the future for Metaverse. Now, before we talk about that, Elon Musk actually made a statement that he doesn't believe in the Metaverse. He thinks it's more of a buzzword. Now, let's also talk about the fact that the Metaverse is a virtual world. Now, don't you think it will make people lose touch of reality?
Of course. That is where balance comes in.
Okay. How do people attain that balance? How are people going to attain that balance?
Well, I think at the end of the day, it boils down to who you are as an individual, right? I mean, we've all seen the movie Ready Player One. I think that was my first brush with, what virtual reality could look like. Some people would take it overboard, right? Everything that has an advantage pretty much has a disadvantage. Yes, so we need to create, measures where you would, that balance is established. As a person, I want to go to work in the Metaverse, for instance. I want to be in my room and go to work in the Metaverse and do meaningful work and come back and still in my room. Do you understand?
Yeah,
those are the upsides to it. But it could pretty much, spiral downwards. If checks and balances are not put in place.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's been an absolute learning experience. So one more thing before we let you go. Now, what should your community actually look forward to from TechonomyAfrica? What's the next phase? What's on the roadmap? Is there something new in the pipeline? Talk to us about that.
So, members of my community know that I'm really vocal about what it is we're doing, next steps and all of that. Okay. We are very focused on the education side of things, going from cohort 1 to cohort 2, making sure we are sharing wealth, upskilling as many Africans as we can. On the roadmap, we have about 3 million people by 2024. You see, that's a lot of work. And we are also looking at making learnings really immersive, where we take education to the Metaverse. We hope that's going to happen. We're already putting modalities in place, and if I don't know anything, I know that the team delivers everything.
Okay. That's fantastic. So we'll just go on a short breather. We'll pick it up right after this commercial. Stay with us.
Hey guys, welcome into the Metaverse on Crypto TV Plus. In today's video, we're going through a portal into the wrestling Metaverse. But first, let's answer this question. What is Wrestling Metaverse? Wrestling Metaverse is a virtual game built to connect gamers, fans, and athletes to play, connect, and earn while in the Metaverse. The GameFi functionalities of Wrestling Metaverse will allow users access a lot of NFT utilities for participating in the ecosystem.
Are you there? It's your boy. No, sorry, it's your daddy, Mr. Macaroni. Keep watching Crypto TV Plus if you want to be doing well, especially. You get me now? Alright, you're doing well.
Welcome back. This is still Inside Blockchain. Thank you for joining us live on Crypto TV Plus. And today we are looking at some of the opportunities, some of the viable opportunities that are, encompassed in the blockchain space, in the Metaverse space, GameFi, DeFi, and we are having a specific look on how some of these opportunities can be harnessed by women all over the world. As I have here with me in the studio, the founder of TechonomyAfrica, I.A Obi. She's a multi-sector professional who builds and operates scalable business ventures with over, 20 years of experience? Would I be right to say that?
Yeah, you are right. Started out in manufacturing, and I've pretty much, done here and there. So cumulatively.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So let's talk briefly about something. I actually had a look at your portfolio, and I noticed that you in the past you did something with the Tony Elumelu Foundation as a mentor. Can you talk to us about that? What was your experience like?
So, with Tony Elumelu Foundation, you get to meet great talents. You find that, there are talents in Africa. People who are really thinking, putting meaningful thoughts into building solutions that are scalable. So, yeah, that pretty much exposes you to that network of people. And then you having, to pay back, right? You having to share, knowledge that you didn't really think would make a meaning, and it's actually making lasting impact. Yes, I think that is the biggest high of being a mentor, really.
Well, that's fantastic. So there's one more thing I want us to talk about now. there's been this discussion in Nigeria as a country as to how agriculture affects us as a nation, how we can actually key into it properly. And speaking of that, I actually had a look at your portfolio again. It just seems as if I'm snooping around your portfolio. And I noticed that you're actually interested in agriculture. So talk to us about that.
So, I mean, at some point in my life, I had worked in the ag tech space.
Okay.
Farm crowding, to be specific. And we were pretty much just, fixing market frictions in agriculture, where, smallholder farmers could not get access to loans. They couldn't get access to premium markets, right? We are pretty much, closing that gap, making sure we could provide inputs to this for these smallholder farmers.
Okay.
And I think that I did that for a bit. And to speak to that part, I would say that we need, so the governments are doing, what they think would kill, right? But I also think that we would need a shaking of hands between the government, the public sector, and the private sector to actually scale agriculture starting here in Nigeria, and then building off that template and just pretty much replicating to other African countries.
So in an unrelated note, that's fantastic, by the way. In an unrelated note, do you think there's a role that DeFi or the blockchain technology can play in agriculture?
Yes, everything from smart contracts to tokenizing agricultural commodities.
So how does that work? Like
I said, smart contracts, you know what it is now? Just a contract that triggers between two people.
Yes.
You would have to eliminate the whole traditional contracts to integrate your smart contracts into it. Makes it more efficient, more transparent, no human element. That's one part of it. A decentralized, autonomous organization is also one thing that would help the agro sector, where you have every kind of agri practitioner coming to a DAO to put in their experiences. Everybody picks it from there, and they can, scale their farms.
So what about people? What about subsistence farmers who have little or no knowledge about how some of these processes work?
Education.
How do you? Okay, I was about getting to that, because
Education.
there has to be like a lot of onboarding for farmers for them to actually understand.
It's a lot of work.
Okay.
But we have to start.
So is that something that you have plans of going into anytime soon?
Yes, so a lot of people come to me and say, Linda, so you're no longer doing agriculture. I said I'm doing agriculture, but I'm tired of the whole, manual writing. Yeah. Please, can we, we are fast moving into that digital economy. Okay. Everything is going to be digital at some point. Why don't we integrate smart farming for starters? So if you talk to me about smart farming, I might have a thing or two to say, but no more all the manual. Come on.
So you've heard it all exclusive on Crypto TV Plus. Linda, the CEO of Techonomy, said that she has plans of going into smart farming. This is an exclusive from the entire blockchain. So whenever it happens, be sure to actually note that she said it on the show. Linda, I must confess, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show.
The feeling is mutual.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing from your wealth of knowledge, and also sharing some of the experiences and opportunities that are available for women to key into tech, And also I picked something very important from what you said. You said education is very key, and that is at the forefront of what you do at TechonomyAfrica. Exactly. You educate people, you teach people on how to access some of these opportunities in blockchain and cryptocurrency. Well, it's really interesting what you're doing at TechonomyAfrica. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for joining us on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And that's all for today. Visit our website, cryptotvplus.com, to get more updates and trends captured within the world of blockchain, cryptocurrency, GameFi, and the Metaverse. Connect with us on Facebook, Twitter @CryptoTVPlus, and on Instagram @OfficialCryptoTVPlus to get daily info on our programs. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and tap the bell icon to stay updated on all our videos. If you have questions about the program, join me in the comment section below. Thank you for staying with us. I am Bobby Andike. See you next week.